Hello everybody and welcome to episode 26 of my Stellaris Roman Utopia Let's Play. Now in the last episode we spent the majority of the episode building up our fleet to match the strength of a fallen empire. Now while we don't know the exact strength the fallen empire is at, it's safe to assume they're probably at about between 100 and 150k fleet strength, and we're roughly on around 90k now ourselves. And we're doing pretty good. We can still manage to have a decent amount of energy coming in even while we move our fleet out of our military ports. As well as that, we started colonizing some systems over in the eastern part of the galaxy, and we also achieved victory, giving us a it meant that we had 40% of all colonized systems in the entire galaxy. Now this is largely in part due to our large bulge of territory, but it's also because of our smaller vassals that have been kind of colonizing for us and expanding their borders ever so slightly, and that has pushed us over the edge to get victory. Now, nothing actually happens when you get victory, but it's quite interesting to see that we've achieved victory at a relatively early-ish start date before a endgame crisis has even happened. So I want to say thanks to everybody who's helped me do that. That's obviously because of the Senate. We've had just such good decision making that we've been able to just really blitz through the game really quickly. I've never actually achieved victory before. I've once owned almost half the galaxy and never even got that. So I've never seen it before, so it was pretty cool to see. However, we're not stopping. Our mission in this Let's Play is to build some megastructures and to pretty much defeat the endgame crisis, which hasn't happened yet. But it is something that's playing on my mind that could happen at any time. Now, the debate in the Senate has really been about whether or not we should attack the Kalazan fanatics or let them attack us. We're just letting them grow at the moment, waiting for them to attack, playing a defensive war, and I think that is the best course of action, personally. But, of course, we put it to the Senate vote, so let's have a look at what people said. So, should we attack the fallen empire? There was a very, very close vote. I think it's actually the closest vote we've ever had in all 25 episodes. It was a 55% vote for no, that we should stay defensive as it's too risky, and a 45% said yes. So, we're going to be staying back. No is the outcome of that debate. If we need to reopen it again during this episode, I will let you know, but for now I don't know. The other ones we had were to do with the future of the Roman race. Now, the question is, do we go down a biological route or a synthetic route to modify our own genes, or to replace them completely with machinery? So, this was much more in favor of the biological side. So, 79% of people said yes, we're going to go biological, enhance Romans, but don't replace them completely. And then 21% no, said no, that we should go with synthetics. And the last one was to do with integration. So, this is an interesting topic just in general. Hang on, I'm going to turn this down. And let's go with my favorite. Okay, so the last one was to do with integration, and it was the Vagaros Empire, which we are currently integrating, which you can see down here. The Vagaros Empire, 117 months until we get them. I'm just going to close some of these things so we don't need to see. And this obviously brings some problems and some benefits to doing it. The problems being, it'll hamper our research a little bit. They've got, I think, from memory, 9 planets, 9 colonized worlds that will slightly slow down our research. When you're doing research, the amount of planets you have works against... I don't know where you see that, actually. Is it here? Yeah, there we go. So 52 planets. We're going to have almost 60 planets, so it'll be about 600% increase to research time. However, we do get a lot of planets that have research on it, so hopefully we're hoping that it's going to balance out. As well as that, we're going to obtain a 15k fleet. So obtaining a 15k fleet really quickly is very good for us, because obviously we're a bit worried that the Kalazan fanatics are growing at a faster rate than we're growing, and they have better technology. So that would mean that they're actually creating better ships at a faster rate, potentially. And that is probably the most likely outcome of that. Which means that we can't really play catch-up. We're building a fleet as fast as we can. We've got, in that last episode, I think we went up by about 20k, which is decent, but not really that significant for the amount they could be growing. So obtaining a 15k lump sum fleet is going to be really good for us. However, that will probably set us over the edge for our energy. We're going to have to hopefully rely on these planets having enough energy, and it seems like they might do, to carry on the extra fleet that we're going to be obtaining. As well as that, it also just kind of spoils our demographics slightly. If we have a look at our demographics, we can see that we have largely increased how much humans there are, which is good, up to 39% now. That's really good. Our lowest was 29%, so we've got that quite high. However, we're going to obtain the Vagaros, which is going to then split it even further and fracture it slightly. But again, that's just it's not really that important. It's just something we like to have. What was the other thing? I'm going to get this turned on. Yeah, okay. So, when we get that 15k fleet, we can send it over to Vulcan or wherever and upgrade it to have our latest ship designs. That way, we can then hopefully, I don't know, we'll see how, this is actually something I'm a bit curious on, because I've done this before when we've got other fleets. When we send it to be upgraded, I'm not sure what they'll turn into. Like, will this battleship turn into a battleship Lance or a different one, or just the auto battleships we have? I'm not too sure, but we can upgrade all their tech anyway, and they will become more powerful. So it's good to do that, I feel, and that will give us a nice jump start to kind of match what the Kelazan are doing. Now I've been working on, basically I've just come up with a plan of how to get more of our spaceports doing shit. So what we're going to be doing in this episode is building up our fleet as rapidly as we can. I'm also expanding a little bit further down this way. I've sent a colony ship to Isis, and then there's other ones I want to go to Kazmathon and Porimia. Now, it's better to do it after this one gets colonized because the influence costs will be cheaper every time, and our influence is halted right now while we're integrating because it costs a full 5 to integrate those guys. So the plan basically, and I think people may have said to do this before, is to essentially drain our sectors for some of the income they have. So this is a new feature that was in the Banks update, or the Adams update after Utopia came out, which is for a certain influence cost, you can drain a sector of 75% of its resources. So the one I'm interested in is this one. Cisalpina has a massive surplus of 11,000 minerals. Now we can drain pretty much all of that and still have room for more. 24,000 is our capacity, and 20,000 is our capacity for energy. So we'll drain that, get a decent amount of energy out of it. I was debating whether or not to drain this one, because we would get about 5,000 minerals, and we'd get about, I don't know, 15,000 about 15,000 energy that we could then convert. I haven't really done the math on it, but I'm just going to do this one first, and then we can always do that one as well later. So yeah, let's just get straight. Let's just do it right now. We couldn't do it before at the beginning of the previous episode because I had spent 600 influence on colonizing this planet. Was it worth it? Probably not, but I did it, so that's just something we're gonna have to live with. Alright, so let's drain this sector. So 100 influence, and we're going to get 8,400 minerals, and we're going to get 4,700 energy. So that's awesome. Boom. Cool. Now we've got a lot of energy. We can talk to our best friends, the Zura Corp, and we can trade with them. So I'd like to trade for some minerals. Right, now we've got 13k minerals, right? So we could just start shitting fleets out right now. Now, if we have a look at our own fleet, we can see what we've got. We've got 24 battleships, 48 cruisers, 81 destroyers, and 102 corvettes. Now, most people are saying stick with the kind of incremental increase, or the exponential increase of doubling every time. So we'll stick with that for now. I don't think it's a good idea to go with this many corvettes, but people are saying to do that. So we'll do it. Also, there has been debate whether or not we should split this fleet or not. People are saying, yes, split your fleet. You can fight on multiple fronts. But I do feel like with a Fallen Empire, and I haven't seen anyone argue against this, a Fallen Empire really only has one fleet that they send around. At least when I fought them. Really big one. So I'd like to keep my fleet together for that reason. Now, if they ended up allying with someone under their dominion and dragging them in, then we could consider splitting the fleet. But if we want to just pack the biggest punch and fight them back, I think having one is probably the best. So now that that's done and we've got 13k on the way, I'm going to order the build of, I don't know, something like 10. Yeah, 10 of those. And we'll get another 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that was Aretium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So they should all start converging on this fleet. I don't know if I'm going to go more than that amount. That's like another 30 corvettes we're just getting. And they're all building now. So time is flowing now again. We'll see what happens. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So we've got our constructor ships out building, doing things. I'm going to start expanding onto these colonized worlds. I can't remember if we got it. Did we get atmospheric manipulation? If we have, or unless that's just researching now. Climate restoration. Yeah, we can't terraform that yet. I'm wondering, have we got that thing where we can terraform our own planets? We do. Nice. Okay, so now the interesting thing is, what I can do is, I've landed on this planet with humans, and humans have a 40% habitability rating on this planet, which isn't very good. But now we can terraform, now we can just like send out human colony ships pretty much everywhere, land, and if they don't like it, we'll just terraform it over time. And they might be a little bit unhappy for a while, but after time it'll be fine. And I guess that's pretty much it. We've got a ton of Gaia worlds and things here, which I can't wait to take, but until the Fallen Empire does something, we're not going to get that. And I want to say thanks to everyone who's been supporting the series so far. It's great to see that even when I miss episodes and I take a while off, you know, people are still very excited to see them, and they say they can't wait for the next one. It really does. It really means a lot to see that people out here that enjoy the series so much.
Research complete.
And enjoy listening to me ramble, I guess. Okay, so we've got Android Assault Armies, unlocks buildable pop-type synthetics, and I think I will be building synthetics. Ah, that was something I was supposed to ask, actually, was whether or not we should build synthetics, but I am going to start building them. Oh boy, we got Mega Engineering. I've been waiting for this. Finally. Synth leaders. No, we don't want that. What do they do? What? Synth leader allows synth pups to be leaders. Okay, I guess so. Anyway, we're going to go with this. Mineral storage capacity is massively increased. Building build speed is increased. And this should enable us to... Yes, nice. This should enable us to eventually build megastructures. It's going to take ages, though. 138 months. And that's in the engineering side. But we have buffed our engineering. In fact, I'm going to actually enact an edict that's going to increase that. Because I feel like our... Well, yeah, let's have a look at our weapon tech. So we might end up slowing these two down, but we'll increase the other one. And I'm okay with that. Where the hell's the edicts? I always get lost with these ones. There we go. Okay, so we can go engineering research grants. This will cost influence per month. Maybe it's not worth it then. It'll give 30% increase to energy though, or engineering. So let me just see really quickly. This will take 138 months. Let's see how long it will take if we turn this on. Boom. 113 months. So about 20 months. 25 months. I'm happy with that. These have been extended a little bit, but that's okay. They're not that important. We are losing influence now slowly, but that's, again, I'm okay with it. I want to get that mega engineering going. Alright, our corvettes are being built, we've plenty of minerals, things are looking pretty good. So I have some comments I guess I'm going to read out while I'm going to be doing a fairly mundane task here, which is I'm going to be routinely checking these planets and sectors to make sure everyone's built solar panel networks on all of their space stations, and they have space stations everywhere. Okay, it turns out I can't do this and read at the same time, so I'll just have to do this and check. Right, they look like they've done it. That's interesting. Have I only... Oh, we couldn't do it because they had literally no minerals. That was interesting. There's a lot of synths living on this one. Or just droids, I guess. Oh no, synthetic. Yeah, droids are gone now. Now they're called synthetics. They've evolved right before our very eyes. However, that's good because... we have got droids on that other planet. This planet, Pittiver Prime. This could do with having a solar panel network. Okay, so yeah, synthetics are going to increase our research. They're like genius scientists.
Tile blocker cleared.
Which I am tempted to, you know, put on our highest kind of research stuff. I mean, it doubles the research. The thing is, can we resettle these people? Forcibly resettle to another core planet. So we can resettle them. I might mess around with that later myself. Because it'd be good to put more humans on this planet. Yeah, let's see how this goes, okay? We're going to move this person off of Terra and put them on Joinum Prime. Jesus Christ. Got too many of these planets. They're not even named properly or listed alphabetically. So, we're going to ask this person to go and this person to go. 2 people that were on research at Terra. And resettled for 30 influence. Now, I wonder...
Construction complete.
Are they okay with that? They seem okay with it. So, on Terra, now I can... Ah, shit. They're instantly started... Damn, that's so annoying. They instantly started building another pop. Oh well. Well, what I can do is... build a synthetic. And we get plenty of... Oh, wow. Minerals are even increased. Oh, it's 20%. Jeez, I thought it was 200%. So it doesn't double. But it's still obviously beneficial to have. Synths are enslaved. That's a weird situation. That can't be right. So we can set rights for these guys. Or can we? No, we can't. So they're just automatically slaves. Cool. They're immortal complete. And they're great for us and they're slaves. Awesome. Alright, it was just interesting to learn about that because I've never really dealt with synths before. Alright, how's the fleet doing? 129 corvettes. We've increased by about 5k in capacity. Let's check how our integration is doing. 107 months remaining. Roughly when mega engineering is done, we're going to get the Vagaros. So, what we can do now is say, fuck you, to the ratio. I want more battleships. And that's just the way it is, because I want big numbers for my big fleet. And we've plenty of minerals, which is great. Pretty happy about that. Alright, we can do with speeding time up a little bit, I guess. Actually, at Terra, we had built a colony ship. I wonder, is this it? There it is. So this one is going to go out to, yeah, Isis. So the Tumbata Eradicators, let's see. So, oh yeah, that's what I was going to do, read some comments. Because this is probably going to be a bit of a slower episode. I'll keep it on fast while our ships are building. As long as they're all building, things should be fine. So we had a good back and forth. Ray Cheetah said, hang on. Oh, God. Here we go. A rogue synthetic unit that went off the grid months ago after failing to report for work was confronted by a team of heavily armed government agents on Sosta Prime today. This resulted in a large public firefight that claimed the lives of 2 of our agents and almost a dozen innocent bystanders before the synth could finally be destroyed. At least it was dealt with. This could be the first in a whole myriad of problems to do with synths, but that is the risk you take. So Ray Cheetah said in our comments, keeping separate fleet elements makes you more capable of reflexive response to enemy actions. Alright, maybe I'll have to leave the comments for a little bit, just because this is probably going to keep going on for a while. A synthetic work detail on Callias Prime was recently discovered to have been diverting building material to construct some sort of small unarmed spacecraft in an abandoned hangar. The vessel was half finished when it was found. All of the synths involved in its construction were immediately dismantled so that their memory cases could be thoroughly analyzed, but they appeared to have self-wiped just before the units went offline, something their manufacturer assures us should be impossible. Why would they be building a ship? So it looks like they might be planning to colonize their own planet and form their own nation. Right, we'll play on normal while I read out the comments then, I guess. And we'll just watch the fleet grow. So yeah, as I said, Ray Cheetah has been saying, keeping separate fleet elements makes you more capable of reflexive response to enemy actions. Also, you need to be thinking from the perspective of the enemy. Where will they begin their assault? What will be their aims? Finally, do not tarry overlong in the waiting game. While you build your fleet, so does the Fallen Empire, and I suspect their production capacity at least rivals your own. Every ship you build is a ship they also build, with a significant technological edge over you.
Incoming transmission.
No. So, he says, and for the last time, integrating a vassal means that their fleet capacity now takes up part of yours, along with the maintenance of that fleet when on maneuvers. Better to have your own fleet, plus that of your vassals, no matter how pretty the galactic map might look in monochrome. So I actually replied to this comment, and I said, while I do partially agree with you, I don't fully agree. Yes, while we build the Fallen Empire builds too, and they're probably faster at it, but we had to at least build to match their starting force of around 100k. Part of the reason for integration is because we'll instantly gain 20k to our fleet. Once we upgrade them to our designs, it'll probably go up higher too. So that is a fast way to gain a fleet under our control. So basically my counter argument was, Yes, the Fallen Empire are building at the same speed as us, but if we gain a 20k fleet in a sudden burst, that puts us at a significant advantage for growing, at least in terms of speed. And that's why we're doing it. As well as I'm hoping that it seems that by looking at these things, it looks like they've got a lot of research and energy. So that I'm happy with that. They've got research here, research there, research there. They're not claiming everything, which they should be. But as soon as we gain access to them, we can then start just building up what they've missed. Some people said, Bear Trapper said, shields are constantly trying to regenerate in combat, which is really good to know. So we could end up putting shield capacitors on things to increase that. Construction has been complete of these battleships, which are now converging on Class 2 Fortuna. 91k strong, looking good, boys, looking good. Constantinople. 2 cruisers. Build 2 cruisers everywhere, and that should be fine. But yeah, oh look, okay, that is that's new. Yeah, that's definitely new. They're getting close. Oh god. I don't know, I just can't commit to fighting them and then losing. I'll be so worried. I need them to be hemmed in and want them to attack us. I just feel that that's right. Just who knows how big they are. Let's see, are they still superior? Fleet power is superior. Should I declare a rivalry on them? Don't know. Probably best to wait for the Fallen Empire thing to be done. Or the Vagaros, which is going to take fucking ages as well. We're going to play on fast. Just deal with the consequences. Science ship. Dude, find something to do. Dearest customer, we regret to inform you that the trade deal we negotiated from the export of Zurgel to the world of the Roman Empire has run its course. We'll extend the deal. Yeah, sure. Having the extra habitability is good. Because if we're going to be terraforming our own planets, it's just good to have that. So we're on Isis Prime. We'll have to wait till it's fully colonized, and then once it is, we can start colonizing the next and terraforming these ones. There's nowhere else really to go as well. I guess Dressel we could take. We don't need planets if they're just going to be really small. Big ones are the best, obviously. Alright. Let's see where our battleship is coming from to join this fleet. So yeah, the frame rate's tanking a bit. The Fallen Empire is obviously quite big. Lots. When you've got big fleets and lots going on towards the end game, this is just what happens. Especially when you play on fast. So hopefully you guys are okay with it. It's not too bad. Alright, we're almost at 100k.
Research
complete. So what did this do again for us? Physics research has been increased by 20%.
Construction complete.
Let's get a new research. We'll just get an ascension perk from that. That's pretty cool. Let's do that. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Well, I don't know if... do we need an arc emitter? We don't need a plasma thrower. Jesus Christ, that's so outdated. Planet sensor range. It's kind of a good one, actually. Ion disruptor. So these two weapons are completely out of date. The ascension perks one is probably just a really good one to have. So we'll go with that. So a malfunctioning synthetic. Let it play on slow. A synthetic worker on Birana Prime recently went on a killing spree in a housing complex, butchering more than a dozen of our citizens before local security could bring it down. Our forensic team is still investigating the synth's remains, but they suspect some sort of malfunction in its neural processor is to blame for this tragedy. The incident has already prompted several revenge attacks against synthetics on the planet, leading to thousands of destroyed units. On Birana Prime. How many synthetics we got? We just got this group. Wow, they have a happiness rating. That's scary. And what's with the toaster? Just a toaster is a consumer goods, I guess. That is kind of scary. How's this planet doing? Alright, we can finally upgrade its ship shelter. Yeah, we should be putting on these on something. And building research, probably. And energy as well, actually. Cool. Right. Our new planet is almost ready to go. Ah, we're no longer
Colony
building.
established.
Gotta always make sure I'm doing that. So we've got, yeah, 4 destroyers, please. Cool. So put us over the edge to get 100k. So we now have 27 battleships, 53 cruisers, 81 destroyers, and 132 corvettes. That's a beastly fleet. I am actually tempted to get those smaller weapons because they might open up stuff that's better. I don't know if we do have the best we can have right now. Probably don't. I mean, we do have, yeah, level 3. We could probably go with level 4s. And then on our Lance class, yeah, we've got this, the Tachyon Lance. I don't know if that goes up to tier 3 or not. We'll have to just, I guess, find out. Let me know anyway if you guys know in the comments. God, it really just is a waiting game. It's tough to commentate on this stuff because it's like, yep, we're building, we've got synthetic problems, and we're integrating, and I'm playing on fast. I'm just trying to get things moving. And their borders are now touching mine, which isn't good. They've actually almost taken Esquala from our region of space. Which, interestingly, doesn't have anything built on it anyway. What was that? Urinatic crystals. Yeah, they're totally expanding. The other Fallen Empire hasn't woken up yet, which is weird. I feel like they usually all wake up together, but I guess not. It's been a good while. It's been about 20 years since the dude woke up and he hasn't done anything yet. Constructor ships have literally nothing to do. Oh, that's kind of cool. The Galactic Yakalak Authority have kind of formed up their borders into one big stretch. It's nice. Nice of them to have done that. I don't think we need to be declaring war with anyone right now. Although we could do it and just put everyone into submission. Climate restoration. Hooray. We can terraform Mars. An auto-curating vault. I think that goes on scientist ships, doesn't it? Or something? Oh no, it's actually on the ground. Cool. So what? Monthly Unity 10%. That's interesting. Oh, it's an Empire modifier. What is this? Statecraft. Oh, okay. A highly specialized computerized network constantly acquires, analyzes, evaluates, and puts on display everyday artifacts it deems of impending historical importance, I'm guessing, that should say. Creating a living museum of the present and window into the zeitgeist. Yeah, interesting. We'll go with that. Anything that can buff our Unity to get us to where we need to go next. In fact, I don't even know which thing we're going to go down next. Probably prosperity. I'll let things play while I have a read of these. Transstellar corporations. Don't need that. Energy grid and energy nexus produce Unity. That will be good. Building upkeep is reduced. Ship upkeep reduced. That would be also good. So prosperity is pretty cool. Discovery, I feel like we don't need now because we've discovered almost everything, but it increases research a little bit. Diplomacy unlocks forming federation. Habitability is increased. Visitor center. Our Unity output is increased by if you're in a federation, and federation naval capacity is increased. We're not going to be forming a federation, so prosperity is probably the one to go with. Cool. Is that everything? Yep, they're all built again. So technically 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then Constantinople, as many as you can field, which is 5. So reports are coming in that large numbers of synthetic workers on Styphon, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, I don't know how to say it, have gone missing. Their owners claim the units simply vanished one day. We're investigating whether the synths were attacked and destroyed by one of our militant fringe groups opposed to intelligent machines, but no remains from the units have been discovered so far. Where have they gone? Yeah, I'm guessing they're going to form a rogue nation or something. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm enjoying the fact that stories are popping up again, though, because after discovering all the anomalies, it's cool to have like an emergent story like that happen.
Construction complete.
We're quite low on influence now, though. So this planet is now done. So what we can do is say, hey, build some sort of defense port. Sure, they're just going to get wiped if they ever have that issue. And we're going to convert it to a continental world. It'll take a long time for that to happen, but our people on that planet will be happy. Cool. Yeah, cool. We can also build stuff down here now. Why am I not allowed to do that? Oh, I just don't have enough resources. Okay, that's fine. Baraka's black hole. Oh wow, and there's actually dark matter here. Do we have any, or did I just research it? No, we do. Cool. Physics research has been increased. That's good. The Unar patch. I love Nebula. It's so cool. All right.
Construction
100k.
complete.
We've hit the mark. That's pretty good. Pretty impressive. So if we were to go to war right now, let's say we've got 100k. If we were able to fight them here, we've roughly got, you know, I don't know, 114k between the different space stations and stuff. And if we had some some other vassals helping us out, we've got even more. It would be worth actually at this point just testing. We're probably going to go into a deficit. Yeah, we're going to a deficit. All right, good to know though. But we do have plenty of energy. Wow, look at that. The way the fleet moves. Something to form up like this. That's so cool. The amount of effects that we have from being in here, by the way. Have a look at this. Fire rate, 75% chance. Tracking. Military station health. Military station damage. Damage to void clouds. Ship hull points. Damage to fallen empires. Damage to awakened empires. Ship upkeep is reduced. Sensor range. Sublight speed. There's so many buffs going on here. It's insane. That's why we need to fight them in this place. And you know what? I'm getting pretty tempted now to wage that war. Feeling good about maybe doing that. Although if we wage a war, we have to be on the offensive. So maybe I should rival them. Let's insult them. Fuck them. I'm insulting them because they're pushing on my borders. Okay. Might be time to get a couple more battleships then as well. Lance me up, baby. No, we can only get one for now. Maybe it's worth talking to Zuracorp again. And we could always drain some of our areas. We can't actually right now, till the integration is done. Cool. Oh my god, stressful, stressful, stressful. Right. Let's get everyone building shit. Spartans! Damn it, I hate when I see something like that. It's like, how did I not catch this? There's a few things up here that's not built. I should have it like this. It just shows you what you need. I much prefer that. So that way you can just see what you've missed and then get it when you need to. Yeah, like there's just little bits all over the place that I haven't got. Alright, we'll get our boys working on that, no problem. And there's nice energy down here as well. Okay. How's our integration doing? Halfway done. 75 months remaining. 87 months remaining for megastructures. 80 months remaining for ascension perks. Our energy is on a pretty high increase at the moment.
Construction complete.
And research rate, construction complete. Our transport fleets are doing good. They're landing on their planets. That they're protecting them. One of the planets I've been meaning to check on was this one, Sosta. It has that other race on it.
System survey complete.
Droids. Let's see if we can move them around to do. They don't seem to do better on that than this guy does. Why is that? Xenozoo must just be a bit different.
Construction complete.
It could just because his happiness is so low. Why? So they must have their own faction. Or they're just part of factions. Yeah, I guess not. There's no... Huh, interesting. There's no actual, like, robot faction. They just must... Some of the pops must belong to those ones. Or do they? Actually, they might not. No, they don't. They don't have an allegiance. So why is this happiness low? Chattel slavery and basic subsistence. But I can't even change that. There's nothing I can do about slavery. I can set the rights of other species, but not of robots. Robots are just always a little bit unhappy. That is kind of sad. Hypercom's forum.
System survey complete.
Why can't I build stuff? Oh, it's in a sector. Okay. Fair enough. Right, let's get to building more battleships.
Construction complete.
I've been building on the Lance class a lot. I'm assuming that's a better one to be building.
Construction complete.
Construction complete out here. That's good. Build everything you can down here, please, sir. What have we got? Subject integration begun. Interstellar Union is integrating the Adnaran autocracy. Interstellar Union are going to be big. A large group of refugees from the underground alien empire on Sosta Prime recently streamed out of their tunnels onto the surface, chased by a small army. They're apparently part of some sort of religious minority and claim to be fleeing persecution. If we let them join our colonists on the surface, it will no doubt anger the rulers of the empire they fled from. However, if we let the pursuing army take them back underground, they will likely face mass execution. Send them back. It's not our problem. Huh. Well, these guys are still pathetic, so they can grow big if they want, I guess. So they're going to be obtaining 1, 2, 3, 4 territories, and that'll be the biggest, pretty much the biggest nation there is then, apart from myself. Maybe the nation of Fraknir Isitor. How are things on Terra? Yeah, I don't know if this was a good idea. Look at this guy. What is the point of having him if he's so unhappy? So is base happiness of a synthetic is only 25% or is 50%? That sucks. Can I just dismantle him? I really don't want to put him on this anymore. Well, I learned my lesson. I don't know if I'm using them wrong, but it seems like synthetics aren't going to be good for me. Maybe it's because we allow slavery, is that why? And they're automatically slaves. This is really pressing up against me. They're after colonizing everything up here that they could. All of those worlds that they told me not to land on, they've sat on them now.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
They're still superior, not overwhelming. So they're not getting that much bigger. Guys, I'm so fucking scared. I feel like we should attack. Just don't know. I'm sorry if my commentary has been too good this time. It's just like, I just don't know what to do.
System survey
freaking out.
Complete. Construction
I'm just worried
complete.
of what's going to happen. I'd hate to lose this campaign, you know, after we won. And if we get beaten down by a fallen empire, you know, they're going to take a bunch of territory. And we'd fall back. Have to try and do it all again. I don't know how we'd ever come back from that. We have to play very, very carefully with this fleet. Like, if it even seems for a second that we're not winning, just gotta fall back and end the war whatever way we can. Yeah. Alright, as soon as we get, I think, that integration done, we'll upgrade that fleet and then we'll have to think about attacking. But yeah, I guess I'm not gonna do it this episode. We're gonna ask, the main thing is, should we attack the Kalazan fanatics? There's going to be a vote in the YouTube cards about this. Please let me know what you think I should do and explain to me what you think I should do in the comments, because I do read them, and I need to. Votes are one thing, but if people have a solid reasoning to how we'd go about this, that would help, basically.
Construction complete.
Right, our fleet is still growing pretty nicely. 108k now, 109, 110 really. So we've grown 30k in this playthrough so far. And let's see how our techs are all doing. 66 months remaining. Right, just upgrade all these buildings, get our growth and unity high. Don't even really need to clear those because I think they get cleared by the terraforming anyway. I'd love to see what that looks like.
Construction complete.
Wait a sec, is this being terraformed? It should be.
Construction
Yeah,
complete.
Isis Prime. Easiest. The Valmanix commonality. Pathetic.
Construction complete.
Pathetic. Even these guys are pathetic,
System
and yet they have
survey
a
complete.
30-ish K fleet. Yep, 28k. Right, let's get some extra destroyers in then. Or cruisers. Let's see what we're up to now. So we've got 33 battleships, 54 cruisers, 93 destroyers, and 153 corvettes. Pretty incredible. The fight is going to be crazy. It's going to be so slow. And if... well, oh, yeah, that's what I need to do as well. Are these set to encourage? Set to encourage. So that allied fleets will come to our aid, hopefully. I wish I could tell them, hey, dudes, I'm about to do this attack. Would you come back me up right now? That would be really helpful. Luconia Aemilianus. Damn, this map looks so nice. We own so much. We are the blue. And it's like they're so small, but they're so threatening. How do they get away with it? But yeah, I'm tempted to drain resources again as soon as we get this thing back up. And we can't spend all this energy, so let's talk to Zeracorp. In a way, I don't like doing that as much as I have been, because it is inefficient, you know. When you think about it. So if we head to... let's see, so... yeah, let's move these guys off. Minus 63 energy now when our fleet is mobile. That's pretty bad. Don't know if we can actually really get much bigger than this now, really. Kind of hitting our limit for what we can kind of deal with while we're at war. Obviously, if we had good influence, though, and we're during the war, we can keep draining our different sectors, and that'll help us with energy. Some of them have massive amounts, like 20,000 and stuff, so that would certainly help. So yeah, I don't think we have to worry about energy. It's just I wouldn't like to go into deficit and have to start worrying about draining. So if the war for some reason drags on a very long time, it would be a bit of a problem. Alright, I think we're gonna... I'm trying to do a shorter episode today, so we might wrap up pretty soon. I think I'm roughly around the 45-minute mark, so maybe just in a couple more minutes. Yeah, so we just got... I don't know, can we build more? I guess so. Let's throw in a few more.
Construction complete.
Jesus, 7 energy for
System
each battleship.
survey
No wonder
complete.
it's so crazy. Alright, we'll get 3 more. Let's have a look at these big boys. They're so fat. Now we've got a few of the old, the other ships that we had. Is this the Tarathian League, I think? Look at that. So cool. What a fleet. The Roman fleet is just massive. Absolutely massive. Millions upon millions upon millions of soldiers and troops on these ships. All human, all Roman. Except for the Tarathian, like, sub-auxiliaries that we have, I guess, in there. And we'll get the Vagaros in there, too. They were a strong group. They had good army damage, I believe, as well as the Uzant. Okay, Alright, not much else we can do. Oh, hang on. We can see some stuff. We can see some ships. There they are. That is their construction ship. It's the first time I've ever even seen it. Side jump drives, impulse thrusters, ship mounted tachyon sensors. Small 0-point reactors. They're building shit.
Construction complete.
That's terrifying. If I head to Lastus really quickly, or maybe this place, I could probably see what they've got at Esquala. My sensors probably reach that far. So let's do it. Let's just do that really quickly. Before we end the episode, we'll send the whole fleet out. Put it right on the borders to say, hey, look at my dick. What do you think of that? Just slam it down the table. Sorry about the noise. I live next to a train. Right. We're there now. What can we see?
Complete.
So we can see into their system. It looks like they're just colonizing it now. Building up fortifications. Celestial Throne. That's such a cool name for a planet. It's a Gaia world. Wow.
Construction complete.
Alright, let's head back.
Research complete. System survey complete.
Alright, so auto-curating vault. This is statecraft, so I'm a little confused about what this actually is. Is this some sort of thing that I have here? No, it's not a modifier. Let's just pause time really quickly. It's obviously not in the demographics. Let's see. Policies and edicts. I really don't know like what that is or where I do this, whatever that is. So army health increased, leader enhancement capacity. Capacity boosters. What's that do? This is a policy. Okay. Then what is this? Unlocks building. So it is a building. But it gives you an empire modifier. Alright. It's just because it was so faction-wide, I was just wondering. I guess I'm not used to having buildings that do that. But if it... yeah, that's pretty good. We'll get that. What does it actually normally do then? So it gives you 10 unity. Wow. Oh, maybe that's the inevitable upgrade to the murals or whatever. Could be. Hydroponics farms, army health, naval capacity. Gonna go with army health, I suppose. So let's see if I can upgrade. I don't know what this has been upgraded to. Ah, so this has been upgraded to an auto-curating vault. Nice. Okay. It all makes sense. Okay, so I couldn't quite see what they had. Not yet, anyway. Have they closed their borders to me? Yes. Okay. Well, let me know what we should do. I'm thinking, yes, that we're going to have attack, but I want to attack, ask for like whatever amount of plants we can get, and then basically just wait for them to kind of send their fleets into us. If that makes sense. So maybe that's crazy, I don't know. But that's what I think we should do. And the reason that I think we should wait is because we've got our fortresses here, and we can also let our allies kind of come to our aid, hopefully, and things should be pretty good. So we'll see how it all works out. But yeah, as we're coming close to the end of the series, it would be good to do something a bit more dramatic. So I'm thinking in the next episode we do that. There'll be, as always, there'll be a vote in the YouTube cards. So let me know what you think. If you're definitely against it, then I won't do it. And yeah, thanks as always for all the support and appreciation the series gets. It really does mean a lot. Okay, so that's going to be the end of this episode. I'll be back on Wednesday with another one. And it's going to be a big one. There is going to be a war. I just know it. Even if we don't attack them, I reckon they'll attack us. Or something will happen that causes a war. Alright, thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm going to pause it there, and we'll be back in a couple days. Make sure you check out the Discord if you want to have some more thoughts and input onto the war in the Curia Julia. And as always, leave a comment below to let me know what you think we should do. Alright, see you in a couple days. Thanks for the support. Bye!